Hello and welcome to the first podcast of Maximize Your Nerd, or MYNerd.
His nerd.
MYNerd.
No, mine.
His.
No, hers.
Our nerd?
Mine.
Everyone's
Yes,
nerd.
hers.
So, yes, congratulations. This is the first episode, guys. First
Yay!
episode. Woo! I wish there was more people here so they could clap with us.
No, more people means more noise.
So, my name is Kyle. I'll be your host on Maximize Your Nerd. You can just call me Kyle.
And I'm Noel. I'm the co-host.
That's Noel over there. And today we are joined by a very special guest, Hanari. Say
I'm
hello.
Hanari.
I'm
evidently a special guest.
Yes, she's our special guest for this first episode of ours. We are sitting here podcasting from Chibi's Boba.
Oh.
Yeah. Plugs.
I don't have the boobs for that.
We all don't have the boobs for that.
I'm famous for not having the boobs
She's
for that.
famous for not having. Okay, so let's get right into this. This is our pilot episode. This is our pilot episode for Maximize Your Nerd. This is a Central Florida-based podcast dealing with everything nerds. We got
anime,
gaming,
movies,
anime, movies,
media.
geek media, tech media. I don't care.
Conventions.
Conventions. I don't. Everything. Today is a lovely Thursday afternoon, overcast in lovely Orlando, Florida.
20% chance of rain.
20% chance of rain.
Now we have weather lady. I wasn't aware of this, Kyle. Content, you know.
Just content.
It's the Chibi weather app. It's adorable.
The Chibi weather app. We
need to
need
find
to
that.
cash that in. Chibi weather app. And it just says
adorable. It's so cute.
100.
Look how adorable it is. You can't see it.
It's-
because
yeah,
it's a whitewash.
It's adorable.
It's adorable.
Adorkable.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, the purpose of the podcast is to just bring you guys lots of anime and nerd and video game news if you want to. I don't know. I mean, you probably have Google. You've probably already heard of it, but why not talk about it too? You know? And you see that little reflection?
There's Pokemon playing behind me.
There's no Pokemon anyway.
Scyther, precious bug Pokemon, jumping ahead.
I
Sorry.
know she's jumping way in.
I'm gonna calm down and shut up now.
No, it's all good.
No, it's alright. So, yes, we're here in... Is this still considered Orlando? We're in Orlando.
We're in
We're in
Orlando.
Orlando.
Lovely Orlando. Our location is Chibi's Boba on Lee Vista and Chickasaw. You've already seen the lovely logo.
Yeah.
Totally gonna plug that. Go ahead and come on in, get yourself a nice boba tea. Tell them I sent you.
Grab my boba tea.
Should we tell them if Maximize Your Nerd sent them? You get a 10% discount?
Sounds good.
Sounds good. 10% discount if you mention Maximize Your Nerd.
Mm-hmm.
That's my nerd, not her nerd, not his nerd. My nerd.
Hey.
Name
Mine.
drop me too. Name dropping me works. I came in and I name dropped myself and got this for free.
Special guests. You have stuff for free. All right, so we've already got what we're going to cover, what we're going to talk about. Occasionally, I'd like to have special guests, and that's why I've brought the lovely Hanari here. This is the week after the weekend, just about the weekend after
Almost the
Megacon, and Hanari, if you have not attended Megacon, she was the runner-up in the costume contest, or was
Costume
it
contest,
costume
not the anime wasabi
costume.
one.
Not the anime sushi, anime wasabi,
Yeah,
whichever.
not the anime one. It was the regular costume contest
normal
with the
costume
ridiculously wonderful children's cosplays this year.
Oh, that's lovely.
They were so epic this year. There was a Princess Leia minion, a
Oh,
Cyberman,
man.
and a Weeping Angel. Like,
We'll get to that soon enough. That's I'll make sure to have a
There
little.
was
slideshow
Megacon.
for
I
that.
just remember a building and a line, and someone told me it
Line
was for the
simulator.
bathroom.
yeah, it was a line
It was the
simulator.
longest line ever.
And at
Worse
the end
than
of
Disney.
that, at the end of that, I got to see Stan Lee.
Yeah?
Oh, really?
In the bathroom? That's epic. I'd like to meet Stanley in the bathroom. No.
Nah,
I
don't-
met
that's a little
Stan Lee
awkward.
already. That was years ago.
We've all met Stan Lee. Stan Lee has touched
Actually,
a part
this
of
is
us all.
The first year I got to meet him.
First year?
First year.
Congratulations. We'll be getting into Megacon as well too. That'll be our little
Megacon.
Megacon wrap up. So let's just dive right into topics. I mean, yeah, we got our purpose, we got our intro. Why not? So
What are the topics?
so first, well, I want to hear. I'd like to get people interested. Oh no,
I see a fuzzy hat. Oh, God.
I see fuzzy hats.
People, go do your job.
Noel, do you gotta go do your job?
No.
You know what? Why don't you focus on our lovely guest, and I'll go ahead and
Okay.
mosey on up.
Go
So
do
so
your
he
job.
works here, and he's gotta go do the job thing of
With the
working.
people and the boba.
Technically,
Boba
he's supposed to be
too.
off. It's already time for him to get off.
Mm,
But
you should be off.
that is all right. Well, I usually need him to talk about the topics, so let's just touch a
Try
little into
topics
Megacon.
that I know about.
Yeah,
or
we're
not.
going to go a little into Megacon.
Okay.
So, as you see, I have invited the lovely Hanari onto this podcast. She
He's not here. We
is...
can use that side of the screen now.
Huh?
We can use that side of the screen now.
We're just stay here. So, we have Hanari here. She has cosplayed a plethora of things. You might have seen her come across your Tumblr dashboard. I know
Flygon, Vanellope Von Schweetz, Sugar from Off. The Sugar one got really popular, and I don't know why.
Yeah, it was pretty
Tanaka.
awesome. She
I've
has
done a
quite
lot.
a number, but on Saturday of this past Megacon, you might have seen her as a very amazing Jinx, which I'm going to just...
From League of Legends.
if you're watching this on YouTube, I'll be putting it up on the screen. If you're listening to this on iTunes, just Google her name. It's everywhere.
Yeah, Google Hanari. You'll find my
Hanari
Tumblr.
502.
Hanari 502.
So, alright. So here we have... Yes, we could use this side of the screen. She
This is
did
my
a
Jinx.
very, very lovely Jinx with all...
Hi, Noel.
And this is why we need a backdrop.
Sorry.
So let's
I'm
just get
still working.
right
I'm just photobombing.
Let's go right into this cosplay. I'd like to ask you,
Alright.
how long did it take you to make this thing?
The cosplay including, well, let me first start off by saying that Fishbones, Pow Pow, and Zap were not made by me. They were
Okay.
painted by me, but they were not made by me.
Okay.
They were made by JD Builds. You can look him up on Facebook. His name is Jared. And he was the one that did the construction for all of my props. Except for the choppers, which I did.
Lovely.
But construction for everything, we started in November.
November.
And it took a very, very long time. And we've been working since November, from November to March, on the props, and they weren't even finished at Megacon because I hadn't finished painting them until yesterday.
Wow. Yeah, I was way behind on my cosplays for MegaCon. I myself did Tony the Talking Clock. I'll edit a picture of Tony later. Right now, I'm just kind of letting these beautiful... Oh, hold on.
Get
Gotta
the
put
long
this-
shot ones.
Yeah, put these in there. That's
yeah.
taking up the whole screen. Look
I
at
don't
that.
mind.
But yeah, she did a quite amazing Jinx here. This is Jinx from League of Legends. I should point out. I didn't even mention that at first. I mean,
think I need another gun. But don't tell my other gun. What if I made a gun that shot other guns?
My throat's still dead.
yeah, it was a lovely weekend. I felt MegaCon went by way too quickly. I was still
there
working on my
gone.
cosplays in the hotel room, and
I felt kind of bad because while we were still working on our props, some of the pieces were very fragile, and I ended up dropping a piece on stage from Pow Pow, but I fixed that now, so. But yeah, it took about 4.5 months for everything to get done, and then I spent an entire day painting everything, and it still wasn't done after I painted. I just finished painting it like yesterday.
cosplayers, we procrastinate until the very end, and then afterwards.
But virtually every single thing that I was wearing was handmade by me, except for the shoes, which I found and I de-studded, and the wig, which I ended up buying and then wefting into it and then braiding and then just doing the whole thing.
All right. Sounds like a
It was
a
complicated.
buttload of work.
It was. I cut all of the belts from leather. I sewed the lines into the belts. I painted the belt for Fishbones' side. I sewed that belt together. We painted everything gold. Like, we spent so much on that cosplay. 4.5 months and $700.
4.5 months, $700. I'm still a little mad. She only got runner-up.
Cosplay!
Okay. She was runner-up in the contest. She should have won.
Well, the girl
Sick.
that beat me had like a 14-foot wingspan and was from Final Fantasy. And a wing cosplay won last year, too.
Wings. That's how you win cosplay.
I
I'll put a
just-
picture over there where Noel's supposed to be. That's where you'll see that lovely cosplay that won, if I could find it later.
Yeah, you'll find it, hopefully.
Yeah.
I still haven't found
right.
pictures of it, but...
So what drew you to the character of Jinx?
I'm
And
gonna
wanted to
come right
cosplay
out
her.
and be honest. I don't actually play League. I have a 40-hour work schedule, and I don't have the time to play League. But when I saw Jinx's design pop up on my dashboard on Tumblr, I fell in love with her instantly, and I was like, who is this crazy girl with the blue hair and the bullets? And I just looked into her, and I saw her music video, and once I saw her music video, I knew that I had to be Jinx.
Yes. Of course, I know a lot of people who have played League of Legends have seen the music videos. I'll put a little thing right here that's showing the lovely link to that. You could go watch Get Jinxed right there, somewhere around there. Yeah. But I know that was a very amazing song, very amazing video.
It's
The
really
video,
addicting.
just in case, a little trivia, it was animated by the people who do the Gorilla music videos.
So it's
That's why you see
it's going
monkeys
to
in
be
there.
great.
Yeah.
The
Lovely.
monkeys. And then Megacon, they shoved us in the smallest concourse this year, which I didn't really
Yeah.
understand because there was a 75,000 attendance, 75,000 to 80,000, and they ended up shoving us into the South Concourse of the Orange County Convention Center, which was the smallest concourse that they have.
Yeah, if any of you actually attended MegaCon, you know how bad Saturday was
The
for that.
crowding was terrible.
It was like we were saying, it was a line simulator, and at the end it was just a bathroom.
It was terrible.
Oh, we had bad organization. Every room was way too cold. I only attended the AMV contest, and I was literally shivering. I was so cold.
It was
I'm a
really
twig,
bad.
but I was still shivering.
At one point in the convention, because all the props that I had were 30 extra pounds on me, at one point in the convention I just set them down in the middle of the floor, lied down, put my hair into a heart, and just stayed there, and I got pictures.
Yeah.
But it wasn't crowded outside, it was inside and upstairs that were incredibly crowded.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to, let's see, I already asked you the questions about that. For anybody, people that are listening, go ahead and feel free to send us your comment in the video below, or send us an email at, well, I'll put the link for the email. I forgot what it is right now. But,
First podcast.
first
They're getting
podcast,
stuff together.
everything is all over the place.
But
Tell us your
about
experiences
experience.
at MegaCon. Any good cosplays? Did you see any cosplays that really stuck out for you?
Oh, geez. There was one Kill la Kill cosplay. Well, two Kill la Kill cosplays. My friend Catherine was the pint-sized Satsuki. She was the teeny tiny
man.
Satsuki with the really, really well done outfit. And then there was this one Sumugu, nudist beach Sumugu cosplayer. He was tan. He was ripped. He had the nail
yes,
gun.
I
He
saw
was
that
great.
guy. Where Noel is sitting, I'll also put pictures for those. Note to self.
Yep, I got him.
So those were just amazingly done cosplays
Do
right
I
there.
have any? I took a couple pictures of some really, really great cosplays
Oh,
that I loved at the
Don't worry
con,
about that.
but-
The camera can't pick them up anyways.
I know, I'm just trying to find which ones I saw that I was really impressed by.
Lovely.
This freaking Swalot, though. There was a Swalot cosplayer. Just, if you don't know what Swalot is, it's a poison Pokemon that's the most dumb-looking Pokemon in the entire...
Pokemon right there.
Pokemon! right here. This is first generation, because we're first-gen fags. I'm not, I'm third-gen.
I'm first gen from little tiny baby boy in elementary school. That's actually one of the things that we were gonna pull up on our topics is all of Pokemon
Hey,
is on Is it all of Pokemon's on Netflix, or is it the first season?
I believe first season,
Which is
but
what
they're
we're
working
watching
on,
now.
But I know more coming on.
There are more coming on.
Yes, I'm
But
first
there's
gen
a whole bunch. If you guys haven't noticed, I mean, I'm sure it's been on for weeks now. But all of the original Pokemon is now on your Netflix viewing experience. If you don't already have the VHSs, like I do.
Yeah, I don't even.
What's a
watch
VHS, Mom?
Betamax.
Betamax. I used to have a Betamax as well. That's
Dad, I
all.
found these coffee table coasters in the freaking attic. What do we do with
Ah,
them?
yes, coffee table coasters. But yeah, lovely Pokemon adventures. Why are there? I never knew why 6 eggs was one Pokemon, and one of them's cracked open, and he's
Execute.
scrambled inside. You know, we don't ask questions about this.
Grimer and Muck.
Okay, so what did I miss?
We were talking about MegaCon, how
Oh,
much
okay.
it was just walking around,
Showed pictures of stuff where
showed
your face
pictures
was.
where your face was.
Well, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see my face.
Nobody wants to see my
No.
no. It's okay, Noel. Some people love you.
So,
Your mom loves you.
Your wife loves you.
yay, mom! Yay, wifey!
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks,
Thanks, waifu. All right, so I'm just gonna go. We literally just jotted this stuff down, and we're just gonna talk about them. So,
I'm assuming future podcasts will be much more organized.
Of course.
When I am not
Well,
here.
no, we're MegaCon right now.
We're
The
Megacon
Megacon.
right now.
Oh. I'm
Yeah,
still
we're
in.
throwing them under the bus. It was bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
you want to know how bad the organization for MegaCon was? While we were waiting in line for the costume contest, they gave us papers. These were our sign-up papers. They gave them to us when we went to go sign up for the contest. When we went in line for the contest, which was right next to the regular line, so everyone got really confused, they said, we're going to call you up by your number according to what is on your paper and what your papers are. We never gave them our papers. So while we were waiting online inside, they grabbed our papers from us and gave us numbers 1 through 6. Funny enough, I was number 7. And they were like, okay, we're going to call your number and you're going to go up. It doesn't matter what your number, or how you're lined up in the line, because we're just going to throw you out there. But we ended up going straight up through the line the way that it was, and everything was just terribly, terribly done.
Sorry, who ran that one? Do you know?
I don't know, and I don't remember who the guy on stage stalling was. I think it was Phil Lamar. If it
Damn
was
you, Phil Lamar.
I don't remember who he was, but he was being a douchebag. And if you were Phil Lamar and you're hearing me call you being a douchebag, I'm sure you've been called worse, and I apologize.
But
No, you're
it was a
great.
little
I love
sloppily
you.
done. I don't know if it
It's
was
very sloppy.
it was last minute preparation.
Because everything was too small, and they don't know how to run things.
They moved to the new side this year.
Yeah, they did
So
move
I
to the
think
new
that's-
side, but
That's what threw everybody off. I believe.
maybe I don't know. I went into the dealer's room. Dealer's room was amazingly huge, and I couldn't move an inch. Like the
I found
first.
one thing.
You
in
know
the
what I
dealer's room
find
that
funny
wanted.
was the space for the lines to purchase your tickets was a wasted amount of space that they could have used for
For
dealer
the
rooms,
tents in the dealer's
art
room, right?
rooms, anything.
They expected way
They
too many
had,
people to
like,
not have pre-reg.
basically half of the entire rest of the convention. It was just this giant open area that people ended up just using as a photo shoot area.
The
that
only
they
good
could've put
thing,
stuff in.
the only good thing out of that, I have to say, is Artist Alley got a lot of exposure because
That's
the
good.
50,
Yeah.
the 501st was towards the rear of the con, and everybody was heading to the 501st
and passing the
and
artist
passing
alley
the
on
Artist
their way,
Alley.
which
So
was fantastic.
all the artists got their exposure. Hey, boss.
Boss
They
just
got-
walked
they-
in.
The other boss.
The other boss.
So they got their exposure, which was great for the artists. I think the artists walked away with a lot of just selling their art. I mean, they were fantastic
Yeah,
artists.
when I
There
was-
was a lot of people trying to rip people off in the dealer's room, though.
Oh man, what?
Like, well, I lucked out because I found out from a friend that they were selling like Japanese edition My Little Pony plushes, which is really fucking rare. And I ended up walking away with like this beautiful 12-inch Applejack for $25 that could have easily been scalped for 60 or 70, considering how good the quality was.
Yeah.
There was 30, and we'll talk about this later too. There was the 30-year anniversary Macross crossover toys.
Okay.
We found some of them really cheap. I walked away with one for a friend of mine who couldn't attend because I was there. Bye. Sorry, we have customers. For $35.
Oh, wow.
For one of the PVC figures, which easily could have been in the 60s.
And the
Yeah.
Tower of T-shirts did really well this year, but like you couldn't go inside at all.
I worked for them one time. They gave me a free T-shirt.
Oh wow!
I got a free Godzilla t-shirt.
Nice.
didn't
don't
get
remember what it
free
was
anything.
for.
I'm wearing this, but I'm not sure
You got
if
a.
I can keep it.
We gave her a free boba. 2 of them. I don't want to hear her
Sorry.
say anything.
I'm sorry.
This
Well, if you're
is
gonna
still
show
post
this, then you
Megacon.
should just pop open the
Yeah.
jacket and there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Chibi's Boba. But my
Welcome.
jacket is so fancy, though.
Yeah, it's a
This
pretty
jacket is
swag
fancy.
jacket right
I'm
there.
on the
I just got
road.
I decided to go with Deadpool today
And
because nice and nerdy.
I'm working on my
He's-
wearing my
he's-
uniform.
He's
very
working
soon.
right now. Aren't you supposed to be off soon?
He's working.
Technically,
Technically.
Technically.
Where's the other person that's supposed to come in?
he just walked in the door.
Oh,
You'll only him tonight?
No, I have another one at 6 o'clock.
Okay. So
Well,
you're
his
off.
execution
Don't
is
worry about
weird.
it. Moving on. All right. So Megacon kind of. This is
a
I'd
weird
say
episode.
this is the shortest Megacon. It just felt like it went by really quickly for me, and also not much really happened. It was really just a line simulator on Saturday.
There was
Prom
a-
stuck.
I think there was a lot of
Prom stuck.
professional cosplayers this year. I saw Yaya Han.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Heroes of Cosplay was at the con, so you'll probably be seeing an episode of that whenever that airs.
Yeah, they did the normal anime wasabi, anime sushi cosplay contest. Because I remember them saying in our cosplay contest it is 100% Heroes of Cosplay free, and I sighed a little bit of relief.
If you don't know, they've been known for bribery and fixing the thing to get better,
They did
results. Which I'm pretty sure they did this con. I'm not affiliated or have been affiliated with anybody of Heroes of Cosplay or
We're
any
not
anime
affiliated
associated
with Heroes of
and
Cosplay
anything.
at all. We don't want that.
I'm my own entity. Hi, I'm Kyle.
Maybe eventually I might be on it, but right now I'm just kind of like doing my own thing.
You look like Mondo. Dingle rompers, just saying.
Dingle Robber. I am Mondo Owada. Watch me magically turn into butter.
Alright, so anything else you'd
myself
like to
sad.
put in for Megacon?
They need to have it at a different concourse.
They need to put. They need to put. It's gotten so big. It needs to be both concourses.
It really does.
I'm sorry.
Will,
it really
Will
does.
Wheaton was definitely a must-see next time he's there. He talked about tabletop games. It was awesome.
Will
He was
Wheaton,
funny as hell.
we all love
upset
you.
that Ron Perlman canceled. I would have loved
And Elijah
to see Ron
Dushku.
Perlman.
Those were the two I really wanted to see.
So they both canceled?
They both canceled.
I would have loved to see Ron.
You dropping your
Perlman.
game, man. You dropping your game, Megacon. What are you doing? What are you even doing?
It's okay. It's okay. They had Yaya on this.
Yeah,
year.
yeah. I ran into her accidentally at Dragon Con my first year.
Oh,
I see
really?
somebody fixing their cosplay under a staircase. I'm like, hey, that looks like a Lineage 2 Dark Elf. I need to go get a picture. I'm like, excuse me, can I get a picture? She turns around, and it's Yaya. I'm like, she's all alone, nobody with her, just alone under the staircase fixing her cosplay.
Oh.
I'm just
Well,
like,
good to know she's a regular person sometimes too.
I'll put the photo on over Noel's face right now.
Do it. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see my
It's only occasionally that we don't want to see your face.
I'd like to see your face.
I like to see my face.
Nobody wants to see
All right.
Here, this is a better stand-in for me.
Kind of. Okay, I get Puka then.
Hi, I get Deadpool.
You gotta love the podcast.
I love Puka.
But as for my final note for MegaCon, expand. You guys are getting way too big. It was like 75,000 attendees?
Close to
75,000 to
100.
80,000, I think.
Close
it
to
was.
100,000 attendees.
And you
That
need to
one
have more
concourse
competent
isn't going to work.
staff.
Yeah.
Yes.
They did hire a new security staff, which was not that bad.
Were they the black shirts or the orange shirts?
Orange shirts.
Okay, good. 'cause
The
my
orange
friend
shirts were good.
Jonathan was on there, and he was doing such a good job with
Oh,
control.
the hyperactive Jonathan.
The hyperactive Jonathan
Garter belt. Yeah, I know you're watching this, Jonathan, because you're always
I
like,
know.
Kyle, why won't you pay attention to me? Because I'm like, oh, you don't have a car, you bum.
Give Jonathan a shout out.
Jonathan,
yeah,
you're
but
a bum.
he's one of the few people that volunteers at Florida conventions that
Yeah,
actually
he
does a
volunteers at
very good
everything.
job.
I've seen Jonathan get a f***ing job. I've seen you volunteer at everything.
Well, he gets into
I mean,
them for free.
you get into it for free, but okay, that's enough talking about. Okay,
Enough MegaCon.
go ahead. Final words on MegaCon.
Next year.
Next
Next
year.
year.
That's what I'm
Next
looking
year.
forward to.
Good luck.
I'm aiming
Next
to
year.
win the contest next year. I
I
don't know
will-
what I'll be, but I'll win.
We'll be rooting for you.
Yeah, we'll be here. We'll be rooting for you.
And then we'll have another wrap-up. So we
Yeah.
may have her again next
Maybe I'll invite you back if you're still popular.
If I'm still popular. Say that to my 3,000 followers, you piece of crap.
I'm sure we're going to
I'm
have,
sorry.
being our first episode, we'll have lots of nasty email. Remember, it's Kyle that you want to be adjusting all of this.
Hi, I'm Kyle. You may remember me from such things as absolutely nothing.
Except for this first podcast.
Actually, you can find me over here at my Let's Play channel at LL Plays. I don't actually play anything.
Oh, wait.
Sorry.
I have a Tumblr.
She has a Tumblr. There's her
The only
Tumblr.
one.
Here's my Tumblr. It's down here. It's
And here's
really
Chibi's
nice.
Boba. I'm just going to put a picture of Chibi's Boba over your face, Noel.
That's perfect.
Cover
Again.
Noel's face with everything.
This is a little late into the podcast, so perhaps Noel and I should introduce ourselves and say what we're into.
Oh my god.
Megacon was just really on our minds, and we had to kind of get that out of the way.
Sorry.
No, that's totally fine. So, my name is Kyle. I'm a 25-year-old student at Valencia East Campus here in Orlando, Florida. My hobbies include playing games, streaming them, even though nobody watches and I cry at night because of it. I occasionally watch anime. It's been about 4 years since I stopped watching anime, and I just got back into it about 6 months ago.
Kill.
Picking up, oh god, we're watching.
We're going to talk about that too.
I started with Madoka. I went to Dragon Con last year, and I met a Madoka cosplayer, and she's all like, "Hi, I'm from Madoka." I'm like, "I don't know what that is." And she's like, "You should watch it." I'm like, "You're cute. I'll listen to you." I went and I watched it. Whoa, that was a horrible anime. No, it was a great anime, but crazy to get back into the anime scene. Anyways, yeah, I'm into the anime stuff. I'm a techie. I'm going to school for business, and yeah, I don't really want to say I'm into fandoms because fandom is I don't like being a fanatic about things, but I do.
You are a fan of things.
I am a
even
fan
if
of
you don't
things.
directly contribute to
I have
them.
a Tumblr. I don't really I don't blog actual things.
He only goes on to antagonize me.
Yep, all the time. I'm such a huge hater of her. Like
He's my #1 hater.
huge.
That's
I have hater blockers in the car that I don't even want to say.
God. And
I'm Noel. Not telling you my age. You can guess. I like to
12.
be covered up. Apparently here. Nobody wants to see my face. But it's all good.
it's going to be an inside joke eventually in the podcast. Like, what can we put on Noel's face today?
That's exactly it. And I am one of the owners of Chibi's Boba as well as Kyle's co-host here. I'm into Star Wars big time. I'm into several different things. You name the fandom, I'm probably on it. Serenity. What?
Exactly.
Okay, not everything. Not everything. But I'm really big into sci-fi.
Mecha Bros over here. Mecha
That's
Bros.
right. Unfortunately, you can't see our flag above us. Is actually a Gurren Lagann flag.
We've got the Daiger Undone above us.
Right. I don't know. I'm into a lot of stuff.
We're all into a lot of stuff. I mean, it just kind of happens. You know?
Comic books. We'll be talking about that
I've
too.
read a lot of comic books too.
Art,
Getting back
I'm
into
more
that.
into the animation scene stuff. Do I need to introduce
Yeah, we'll
myself?
introduce you in a
Okay,
second. Just
okay.
because this is our
I'm
special
sorry.
guest for our first episode, so
We've just been Megacon.
it happens. But all right, well, that's Noel and I. We're gonna be the hosters of this, with occasional special guests and non-special guests and nerds and weeaboos and all the fun stuff. So we'll introduce I already kind of introduced our guest today of Hanari
Hi.
Sandoyu.
Solomon, it's legal now.
It's legal now.
It's legal now.
Go ahead, introduce
Hi,
yourself.
okay. My name is Hanari. I've had a multitude of last names for the past, like aliases and stuff. But full name is Hanari Solomon. But if you look for me on Facebook, you're not going to find it. Just look up Hanari Cosplay, and you'll find it. And I'm Hanari-502 on Tumblr. And I was a student at Valencia, but I'm taking a break right now so that I can start working full-time and focus on becoming a full-time cosplayer, which has actually been pretty good for me this past convention.
Yeah. As if you've seen those photos, she did a damn fine job. Like, we'll put some links to her Tumblr and to her other cosplays. You should see. If you guys are into Pokemon, she did a great Flygon. What kind of version was it?
It was
military Flygon.
Picture
The thing
will
was
be
awesome.
right here.
I'm even going to put a little clip of her on the news
Oh
right
yeah,
there.
I was on the news!
She was on the Florida news, so I got to figure out how to do that. Anyway.
But yeah, and I'm 21, and I am a baker at Red Lobster. I bake the biscuits, run the pantry, dress the food in the front.
You know
prepare the food in the
how
back.
good those biscuits are, guys.
I make the biscuits.
Cheesy biscuits.
And I just got into full-time cosplaying. I'm trying to become like a full cosplayer and just do that for the rest of my life. But no one can get to Yaya Han status. But I guess I can try.
Hey, Jessica Negri's getting pretty far.
J-Nig is pretty
Shout
good.
out to Jessica
out to
Negri.
J-Nig.
You're pretty sweet,
Yeah, she's
pretty nice
great.
person. Yeah.
I've yet to meet her.
She's pretty okay.
Maybe one day we'll get popular enough to have someone that looks like her on the show.
I met Kristen Healy.
Oh,
She's
geez.
really nice. And so is Alexia Jean Grey, if I'm saying her name right.
Yeah, they're all pretty cool. Let's see. I've been
They didn't charge me for pictures or signing.
Oh my God. Yeah,
great.
they don't charge you for pictures.
or signing.
I'm
so
looking
it
at
was
you,
good.
famous cosplayers that charge for pictures.
And you, Stan Lee.
Well, no, he has every...
Stan Lee, you can't blame him.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've been going to conventions since 2008, but I just officially got very serious about cosplay in 2011, like 3 years ago. So that's not terribly long ago, but I'm still improving. I'm still learning things. I have lots of plans. I'm going to be going to MetroCon and New York Comic Con, ShadowCon probably as a vendor, and Holiday Matsuri probably as a vendor, because I sell cool things, and that's the only reason I can get through the conventions. Is because I sell wallets made of duct tape. And
So
they're
if
all
you
really
guys
awesome.
go to any of the cons that she just listed, make sure to
Pulls out my duct tape wallet with my perfect husband on it.
it's Kududu
I'm Sergeant
from
Frog.
Sergeant Frog. But yeah, if you see her at the con, feel free to say hello to her, buy one of her wallets, damn it, and give her your dosh. Just throw your money at her.
I'm gonna be the Dosh King. I need all the Dosh.
Yeah. Actually, I'll say, just because you mentioned the conventions, I've been going to conventions since my 10th grade year of high school,
Oh, jeez.
and I've been graduated for 7 years. You do the math. I've been going for a long time,
You're old.
and this is the first year since my first year that I actually made my own cosplay instead of bought it from another party or commissioned it.
I helped.
So she helps fix my jacket because I totally screwed that up.
Patterning,
But,
man.
Yeah, it's been a
And
long
then-
time, and
Have you been conventioning?
I have been conventioning, but just going. But this year is going to be a little bit different for me, only because Chibis will be at cons.
Oh, wow.
look
We'll
out
be
for
doing
chibis at cons, guys.
Right, and we're trying to work towards doing more conventions. In fact, we're trying to eventually, we'll talk about it in the future when we actually get it started. We're going to do a Fun Me type thing for a food truck so we can start attending cons. We're going to be at Florida Anime Experience this year. We're going to be at the Filipino Festival in Kissimmee. It's called Fiesta Mosa. This
Are you gonna
April
be at Holiday
1st?
Matsuri?
We're going to try. I know April 1st we're going to be at Valencia East for the Asian Festival.
Ooh.
And we're not physically going to be there, but our boba will be.
So
Okay.
go drink our bobas for any of you Valencia kids out there.
Drink the bobas.
Drink all of the bobas. If you haven't had a boba, you should go try a boba.
They're delicious. The honeydew one is great.
But yeah, that's it for our introductions. Like halfway through the damn thing.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Diggity
First
darns,
episode,
guys,
we're allowed to
diggity
make
darns.
mistakes.
Megacon, though.
Yep, Megacon.
Put Puka away.
Puka.
Puka loves Garu.
What do we got next on the
All right,
agenda,
so
boss?
let's stay on the lines of anime right now.
Yeah.
Today is Thursday. In about 8 hours, the final episode of Kill la Kill will drop. If you're watching this, it's already been out, and you need to watch it, because I'm sure it was amazing. I
Oh
just
my
watched
God.
episode 23 yesterday. Amazingly awesome.
great.
Just,
No spoilers. I haven't gotten that far. I'm
It's-
sorry.
it's almost-
Ship Gamagori Mako. That's all you
yes,
need to
all the
do.
ships. We do that thing called
Gamagori
shipping
Mako,
things.
OTP.
But I think the action is it is getting so over the top and so up there. I mean, it's not... Gurren Lagann holds a very high place in my mind, but goddamn it is Kill la Kill trying right
It's
now.
because they're both made by Trigger.
Yeah.
So.
Good luck, Trigger. I hope the final episode is
Yeah,
going to be
really,
amazing.
the final episode's gonna be great. I can't wait to catch it tonight.
But yeah, so Kill la Kill, definitely check it out if you guys haven't already. It's a beautiful anime. I mean, usually people are keeping up with the most current animes, so
It's pretty.
you're watching
it's
it.
pretty,
If you're not
like-
watching it, you're watching Naruto on Cartoon Network. What are you doing?
Yeah, really.
Like, come on, at
hey,
least
hey,
at
the
least
Shippuden episodes are dubbed now. Calm yourself.
Shippuden.
Shippuden.
Oh,
I
we're
just want to
talking-
see Shino. That is all that I care about.
Talking about dubbed, we know that Attack on Titan.
Attack on
Attack
Titan.
on Titan is gonna
You
be
can find
fun.
it on Noel's face right now. They have the first trailer for the English dub is up online. I just checked that out a couple days ago.
Right
Sasha's
here.
voice actress, though.
Right.
They've got just
Right here.
right over your face.
Right over his face.
They're using some interesting casts on there. You should definitely check it out. Listen to see how you want to. Have a good one, guys. Just saying goodbye to our customers.
Gene and
being
Connie
nice.
sound exactly the same. though.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But it's interesting. I'm happy that Vic Mignogna is not voicing everyone as
Yeah,
as was
really.
originally. Vic, you
Goodbye,
need to
Filet
stop.
Mignogna.
You need to stop voicing everyone.
You
In
need to
fact,
stop being Vic Mignogna.
I'm going to make a game that's entirely voiced by you, just so we can get that out of the way. Just one game where he's every voice.
Yeah.
I'll pick up a random
all
Japanese
the
game.
female voices are Vic
Even
Mignogna.
the Japanese ones.
Uh,
It's funny thing. I literally only know Vic Mignogna from Persona as Junpei, and it wasn't until I met up with a
Fullmetal
Persona.
Alchemist.
I met up with a Persona group. I was dressed up as Junpei, and we're talking about that, and they're like, "Yeah, he does." Edward Elric, here, listen, they literally just put the voice up to my ear and had Ed talk, and he uses the same voice between the two characters.
He also uses the same voice for Spirit from Soul Eater, for that one kid from... It was like, I don't remember the name of it, but they showed it on Toonami a while ago. It was with like the kid and the spirit in the school with the dogs, and I forgot what that's called.
Kid, Spirit, School, Dogs. If you know what it is, leave it in the comments below.
I forget the name of it. But it was this one kid with like crazy black hair, and he was wearing like this blue kimono, and he had this crush
So
on his
basically, he's
girlfriend.
the Shia
Yu Yu
LaBeouf.
Hakusho?
No, not Yu Yu Hakusho.
He's the
Yu Yu Hakusho was
Shia, he's the
great,
Shia LaBeouf of anime then.
Yes.
Yeah, basically.
He is
The same
He's a
character all
thorn
the
in
way
our
across.
side.
And he had this like dog
I doubt
spirit
he's
that was
ever-
kind of a sass plot. I forget
Sounds
what
weird.
it's called.
Our Pokemon stopped. Put on the Pokemon.
Oh,
No.
okay. Noel's gonna disappear for like 10 seconds.
Bye, Noel. We'll put something over your face.
Please wait while we reapply the Netflix. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. It's all back on.
Oh,
That was
okay.
quick. Oh, and he's gonna quick clean.
Ash.
Pokemans. Got the Pokies and the mans.
All the
Alright,
Pokies.
talking about anime, just recently I saw news feeds of them doing a new Macross.
Macross. All you Macross, all you Robotech fans, I know you
This
are
is good news.
jumping in joy right now because they are doing a new Macross. How long has it been since the last Macross?
I'm not sure, Vincent. I'm calling off.
Calling off
screen.
camera.
Vince, when was the last Macross?
Last Macross, easily for about 5 or 6 years, 5 years ago, at least Macross Frontier.
Frontier?
Okay, wait.
Yeah,
Which you
Macross
will-
Frontier.
Vince, you're the Macross guy. You're gonna be another guest that we're just pulling into the.
Alright.
I can't fit him on screen.
Vince is also an owner of Chibi's Boba, and he knows his stuff. Hold on, I'm gonna move because you don't need my face.
I know.
This is another guest
Playing
host that
Pokemon.
we'll have on the show a couple times. This is Vince.
Hi,
He's playing a DS.
What you playing?
Better be
Oh,
Animal Crossing.
It's Zelda. It's Zelda.
He's playing Zelda. So, have you heard about the news in New Macross?
Actually, I just saw the post yesterday. Some of my friends were hinting to it. I got to go look more and research what it's about. They really haven't announced other than there's a new story coming out. I don't know what they're going to do, if it's going to be a new part. I got to do more research on it.
Man.
But the last one out, at least that I know of, was Macross Frontier. They've also done a couple of Macross Frontier movies. You can get a chance to watch it.
Definitely.
Amazing. It's an amazing.
If you guys have watched Macross Frontier, it's pretty amazing. And even if you haven't, you know the one scene of the nyan nyan, nyan nyan, ni hao nyan. Like, come on. Who hasn't? Wait,
Okay.
you just, there you go. Nyan, 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 ni hao nyan. Okay, for people who are listening to this on iTunes, you're like, what the hell are these guys doing? They're like,
We're sorry.
doing like cat motions. Gorgeous, delicious, and deculture. Because that's a word.
Yeah, obviously. But speaking of new animes that are coming out, I'm really excited about this. Keroro is getting a reboot.
Now, if you guys don't know, that's Sergeant Frog. Keroro Gunso.
Keroro Gunso.
That's something that her and I have grown up with for the longest time.
10 years I have been in
10
this
years.
fandom.
Is he gonna
I
be
remember that
building
from
more
high
Gundams?
school. What?
Is he going to be building more Gundams?
I don't know.
Oh God, I
Actually,
hope so.
The very first episode of the new Keroro reboot was launched at 7 p.m. on the 22nd. It was this weekend.
Just this
So-
weekend,
it was
so
just this weekend
we're
at
waiting for
Megacon.
those that subtitled episode. We'll get back to you next episode.
Evidently, they're making them in 5-minute shorts now, and they're using flash animation.
Well,
So-
it's cheaper and new Keroro. I can't complain.
They're also bringing in characters from the manga, which is really
Okay.
great. The little star characters with the hats.
If you guys have ever read Keroro Gunso, go ahead and shoot us a comments
Keroro-
or an email
in case
saying how much you
haven't
love
noticed, I
that.
really like Keroro Gunso, and this is
I-
my perfect husband.
I literally got into Gundam building because of that anime. Like, I saw him building one, I'm like, hey, I think there's a place in the mall that sells those things. And I bought that thing and clipped them out with the little stupid scissors and cut myself 1,000 times on that sharp plastic and
Yeah.
made myself a little Gundam wing model.
I'll admit, I started getting into computer programming because I really liked Kurudu, and I wanted to try and become more like Kurudu because I'm a giant piece of trash.
Anime has that effect on younger people, you know? You get into things just because. But yeah, it's
Entomology.
keep a lookout for it for you people who watch subtitle animes. If you only watch dub stuff or Crunchyroll, I don't know if it's gonna go on there at all.
What
but-
else is getting a reboot this year? There's one more thing that's getting a reboot, and I don't remember what it is.
Oh man, I'm trying to think. I know I have just written down that SNK was confirmed.
Soul Eater! Soul Eater's
Soul
getting a
Eater.
reboot!
Oh man,
Soul
really?
Eater's getting a reboot, I heard, yes!
Is it gonna have a real ending?
I don't... I don't know, but I heard from someone that Soul Eater was getting a reboot this year since the manga finally finished, so they
I'll
might
fact
pull,
check
they
this.
They might pull a Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I'll fact check
Just
this
I'm happy.
soon enough. I actually, for our setup today, I forgot my keyboard, so I can't go and Google search things unless I'm using an on-screen keyboard, and I don't want to do that. So I'll fact check that. I'll put it in the description below if there actually is. I really did like the first iteration of that, and I had no idea that the ending to that was not the real ending until somebody ranted to me about it, and I went and read the manga.
Oh my god. Read the
But
manga.
read the manga.
Read the manga.
You don't got time to read the manga? What? Everybody has time. Go read something.
Manga.
You nerd?
Sleep is
Freaking
overrated.
nerd?
Sleep is overrated.
Maximize your nerd. You know what we're here to
Maximize
do?
your nerd.
We are here to do one thing, and that's to maximize your nerd. Alright? Maximize it. Just, your power level needs to go up every episode that you watch this.
3D. I wonder how many people actually know what puka is, though.
If you know what puka is, leave a comment. I'm gonna say that a lot. Leave a damn
Just
comment.
leave comments for everything. Leave a comment on my banging ass hair.
Check that out. Do you watch Dingle Rompers?
Dingle
Do you hate
I am
Dang It Ron
Mondo
Paul?
Ohana right now.
Look at that. Look at this coat that she's wearing. She is Mondo. She is Class A processed butter.
Speeds.
Spoilers.
Spoiler alert! I hate you.
But that's some banging ass hair if you guys haven't noticed. I can't.
Funny that
I
the
can't do
cartoon
that.
is Canadian.
Yeah, Puka's Canadian. Who saw that coming?
Puka's Canadian?
Puka's
Well, at least
Canadian.
the cartoon is.
The cartoon is Canadian.
Hey, if you go into Chibi's Boba, ask about the Canadian. That's the thing we got here because of this little girl.
Yeah. Go into Chibi's Boba. Just go into Chibi's Boba.
Just telling you, man. Told you, 10%. Mention Maximize Your Nerd. Bam, you got 10% off. You try it. My personal favorite, get the Thai tea with Boba. Always get Thai tea with
What about the
Boba.
Pecco special?
Also, well, I'll get into. I don't
Get
want
into
to
the
plug.
stuff. We have a
So-
schedule.
I know we have a schedule. We gotta get through this. I don't want this to go for like an hour or something. So we have a one little special menu item here if you ask for it. It is called the Pecco Punch. You ask for that thing, it's amazing. You like strawberry and honeydew? That's what it is. Just remember to plug in or to say Maximize Your Nerd sent you. We'll get you that 10% off. You can try that Pecco Punch. That is the specialty drink of Cafe Pecco, which is a Florida-based made cafe. Here's their little link to them right now. That we'll be having them later on in the programs and the episodes. They're really good friends of ours and lovely little group of maids. So definitely
As he
check
plays
that out.
Zelda and I watch Pokemon. We're
Yeah,
not
these
banging
guys are just like they're our guests, so they're
We're
not just like,
fillers.
oh no, with fillers.
Should I go change my shirt at some point?
You're good right now.
Alright,
We're not done yet. We're almost done.
alright.
Well, I know Noel and I wanted to talk about some games with you guys. Noel really hasn't played any of them, so it's really just kind of me. Have you played any new games, Vincent? Like any of the
Like,
things that just dropped? Dark Souls, Titanfall.
Dark
I watched
Souls.
some people play Titanfall.
Okay.
I almost walked out and got an Xbox One that day.
Oh, jeez.
No, man, get a PC, like me.
PC.
Well, I
Fuck
gotta rebuild
Xbox One. This is Microsoft bullshit.
But the problem is, if I'm going to rebuild my PC, it's going to probably the cost of like a couple of Xbox Ones.
Nah, man, don't worry about that.
I'm
But
a
you see,
Sony
you'll have a
gamer.
couple Xbox Ones, but you'll have 10,000 times more games to play.
True.
There's a lot of games. I just got a free copy of that because of an eBay error. So yeah, I've been playing Titanfall. It's really fun. I just have one little gripe. There's no single-player campaign for it. The campaign you play is multiplayer and is way too distracting because
got his
everyone's
ass
trying to
whooped.
kill you, and they're watching Pokemans.
This Paris just got his ass whooped. That is a very angry Charmeleon.
Anyways, yeah, it's fun. I really enjoy the multiplayer. The weapon system's really fun. I'm only like level 14. I'm still going into that. If you guys are playing Titanfall, give me your feedback about it. That's just my big gripe is the campaign. People are talking and shouting and things are happening on the map, but you're too busy trying to kill the other team after they're already dead and like trying to evacuate. I really have no idea what the storyline was.
Space Dandy.
Space Dandy.
Space
That's one of the
Dandy.
things we wanted to talk about too.
I've only seen one
Space
episode,
Bandy.
it's amazing.
A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people do like it. I haven't had a chance to sit down and watch it because Kill la Kill is way more important.
Agreed.
And I'm also watching Hunter x Hunter, the new 2011 reboot. Gotta love that stuff. He has to go, so it's just gonna be me right now.
Why not?
So I'm gonna go jump on the Dark Souls 2. That's what I'm playing a hell of a lot of with my roommate. My God, if any of you people have played the Demon Souls, the Dark Souls, you're not on Dark Souls 2 yet because you're waiting for maybe the PC Master Race version. That's okay. it's amazing. Like, netcode could always be better. I don't think From Software and Atlas have a very good netcode, but man, you guys playing Dark Souls 2? Tell me what you're playing down there. I know a lot of people are doing sword and board. Easiest thing to do. Everyone's always scared while playing that game, so you always got to have a shield. You ever watch anything for Dark Souls?
What? Pokemon.
Pokemon.
No, I've never watched. My friend Dylan, I watched him play Dark Souls, the first Dark Souls, a long time ago, and he managed to figure out this thing where, like, his head became a dragon, and he just
Dragon
blew
Covenant.
fire, and he, like, constantly blew fire, and he, like, got mana constantly, like a glitch or something.
Yeah, back in the old days, I think there was a way to have your stamina infinitely come back, so you could keep kind of just blowing that fire. That's the last thing. I still haven't. Don't tell anybody, but I haven't finished Dark Souls 1, and I'm already almost done with Dark Souls 2.
Alright, I can't wait for the goat simulation. The goat simulation.
So today being Thursday the 27th, 26th, one of those days.
27th.
It's the 27th. On April 1st on Steam launches Goat Simulator.
Goat simulator.
If you haven't seen the trailer for Goat Simulator, it's where Noel and Vincent were just sitting. Click on that, watch that, and then come back.
Goat simulator, you are a goat.
You are a goat.
You
It's
are
all
a
about
goat.
just breaking stuff
And
as
being
much
a
as
goat.
possible, and they're leaving every single bug in the game because it's hilarious to them. It's you know, all the simulator games, the street sweeper simulator, the plowing simulator, the farming simulator, all those people are having so much fun with them and doing stupid things. They made one where you're a goat.
You're a goat.
You're literally a
just
goat. It'll be
You
like
get the
$9.99
shit out
on
of
Steam,
it.
$10. Go and check it out. It looks hilarious. I already got my copy pre-ordered on
I'm
Steam.
pre-ordered.
It's already pre-bought on there. I'll definitely have a video up for you guys to watch that.
It's gonna be great.
It'll be great. Goat Simulator, guys. You're literally just a goat. Just a goat. Being a goat.
You're a goat. The
Go ahead
purpose of being
and
a goat
shoot
is
us an
that you're
email.
a goat.
Go shoot us a comment down below if you
Basically,
actually
just, like,
played it
if
yet.
You just send us stuff or send him stuff because like positive feedback is
Yeah,
normally
you
good.
gotta
for
have
growing
positive. This
media.
is our first podcast episode. I keep trying to say mine because it's my nerd, but it's mine's
It's your,
first
'cause it's
podcast.
Your nerd. You're your own nerd. I am my own nerd.
Noel is supposed to be co-hosting, but he's working right now because there's a big workload right now, and Bobas,
Where all
lots
these
of
people
Bobas.
come from?
I don't know. It's
It
Thursday.
was dead when we were setting up,
I don't even know.
and then suddenly people.
No, just people go home. Go home. But yeah, give me some positive feedback. Give me negative feedback. Call me a I don't care. I'll bleep whatever I just said. I
Say
bleeped
hi
it
to
out.
me.
Say hi to
Trash
Hanari.
on me. Say good or bad things about me. I don't give a.
Check out her hair. Like,
Check out my damn hair.
doesn't she look like a Ponyta from like that those Pokemons? Come on,
I need to get my hair recolored. Actually,
fading a little bit.
it is fading. Where's my hairpins? Let's pull out
But come
one
on,
of
guys.
those.
Like, give me some good feedback. Give me some negative feedback. Tell me if you don't like this setup. Well, too bad. We don't have a backdrop yet, so you get to
Yes.
watch people outside and go back and reflections of Pokemon in the mirror.
Reflections of Pokemon.
But we could always use the support. Like, I can't stress that enough.
Yo, it's evolving.
Starting media needs that
It's
stuff.
evolving.
I'd like to take this moment to also plug Central Florida stuff. Like, since I do want to make this very Central Florida based, I'm looking for businesses, musicians, anybody that is Central Florida based here in Orlando, Tampa, anybody on the East and West Coast. If you're from Central Florida, I want you to send me a business card. I'll have an email address, or I'll have a P.O. box that you guys can send stuff
Send
to.
him anything. Help him grow.
I will, like, help me
He's
help
taller
you.
than me, but help him grow more.
Ha, funny.
I'm dumb.
But I really want to make this a Central Florida base. I really want to promote Central Florida businesses. I mean, we're sitting here inside of Chibi's Boba. This is a boba shop run by both Vince and Noel, and they're doing a great job over here. I mean, in Central Florida, you guys gotta support the Central Florida business owners. Like, independents, they survive off people like us and people like you. And if you've got a business, please send me it. I would love to promote you on the show. I'd love to tell you, I'd love to have you on the show. If you were in the Orlando area, you want to come for an episode, just shoot me an email.
Maybe
We
you'll
could
find
talk about
guests
stuff.
that
Yeah.
won't get distracted
Why
by
not?
Pokemon.
Yeah, guests that aren't distracted by Pokemon. They won't look as this fabulous, but you know. Yeah, whatever. Fluff your coat.
Chibi's Boba.
But I love to showcase some of you guys. Same for musicians. You're you struggling musician. if you're not a struggling musician, if you've got gigs down in downtown Orlando, I don't call that downtown at all. That's a baby
Downtown,
city.
no town.
But if you're from over there, if
Hey,
you've got
he's
gigs,
back.
welcome back.
Did you miss me?
No.
No. I figured as much. You could have just put a picture of, well, her,
Yeah.
and nothing.
Yeah, just her. That's it. But if you're a musician, I'd love to maybe open up an episode with your music. If you guys would like that, I'd love to plug you, say who you are, where you're from, what kind of music you're doing. I mean, everybody needs a shot. In Central Florida, we need to stick together. Like, we have to. Everything here is tourist priced, but we don't get paid tourist wages. Okay, so we gotta stick together. We gotta band together, and that's why I'm doing this Maximize Your Nerd. I really want to bring a lot of Central Florida people together. A lot of the people in the con scene. I used to be in con politics. Everyone's split up all over the place, and we need to leave that at the door, guys. Like, we need to have a nice, stable community. I used to be part of Orange Anime. Shout out to Orange Anime from 10 years ago. You guys were amazing. You guys made me feel at home. Yeah, they were. A lot of people were in the JCon group for Orange Anime.
Sorry.
Earthquake. In Florida.
That was my magnificent heels fucking up the table. Sorry.
Lovely. But I used to really love those guys. They were really nice to me, but it kind of just... I moved out of state for a little bit. Lost contact. I still... Shout out to Larry Fury. Fury, very, very fuzzy. I call him Fuzzy. One of my favorite people from the con scenes, running all over the place. But, you know, there's this, like, split between the cosplay and the convention community. And I don't know, man. I'm not all for that. I mean, I've been in this scene for almost 15 years now, and we don't need, well, maybe like 10 years. I don't want to say 15 years. 10 years. We need to leave that stuff at the door. We need Central Floridians need to stick with other Central Floridians. Even if you're not from Central Florida, I mean, you stop by, say hello, come from out of state. I know some people literally drive from out of state to go to like Metrocon and Megacon, because I mean, you should really go to DragonCon because DragonCon's the greatest in this area.
Dragon this year?
DragonCon dates are posted right here because I don't know them offhand.
Awesome.
If you're in the area,
This is such
go
a
to
cool
DragonCon.
show.
This is a great show. We're just posting stuff everywhere.
It's literally just
Mostly
links
on
to
my
everything
face.
else.
That's the interesting thing.
Yeah, it's all over the place, but
Informational.
hey, we got to start somewhere, and I'd like for other people help me help you. That's what I'm trying to go for here. So
Jerry Maguire.
Right. You stuck to the script.
I have stuck to the script. I have a script because I don't have printouts for everybody yet because I don't have a printer. He has a printer.
It's the first podcast.
First podcast, and our central was our guest here. I mean, look how grayed out and white I am, and Noel's barely on camera, and then you just have this lovely centerpiece. Lovely. But,
Bright purple centerpiece.
like I said, go ahead and shoot us a comment below for anything and everything that I've talked about today. Please send us your feedback, negative, positive. Say you guys suck. I bleeped that out.
This is the
This
worst
is a
podcast
PJ
I've
thing.
ever seen in my whole life.
It's okay because you're not
I'm
supposed
on
to see
No,
it.
I'm joking.
She's not joking.
Whatever, Cecil.
She's talking about one of my cosplays. So you see on his face right now. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I feel really bad for the people listening to this on iTunes because you don't see a thing. And in fact, you should just stop listening, even though this is the end of the podcast we're getting to.
Stop listening.
Stop listening and go watch the YouTube version.
Well,
Well,
both.
the
Do
YouTube
both.
Do both at the same
Don't
time.
stop listening because
That way
Kyle's
that-
going to sing. He's going to sing from
because
Frozen.
no.
He's going to sing
No,
from
no,
Frozen.
no karaoke. No karaoke.
No,
Why no
we don't,
karaoke?
we don't do
This is fun.
karaoke.
I'm probably the only Asian that doesn't care for karaoke.
Really?
Yes.
I care for karaoke.
I've
It's
never
for the
karaoke.
Bleeding
first
ears.
time in forever.
No. Oh.
I'm on a
And with that, ladies and
TV
gentlemen,
show.
please email me your comments, your suggestions. I'll leave the email in
I
the
think Kyle
below.
wants me to go.
That's classic.
Give us as much feedback as possible. Remember, this is Maximize Your Nerd. We're here to maximize your nerd. If you have more nerd than us, tell us, and we'll invite you on the show.
Or you can hang out at the shop when we actually...
Feel free to come by when
they're running.
We'll start posting up when we're doing
this. Feel free to photobomb the back of us.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like the Today Show or whatever. When they run back and forth over there, yeah,
And like
people
a
do
year or
that.
so, people are gonna have banners. And if any of you like cosplay and like conventioning, I do cosplay and conventioning year round, and you can find me at hanari-502.tumblr.com.
And
You can
if
also
it
find her
ends
on
up
Facebook.
that
You can also
Hanari-
find me on Facebook at Hanari Cosplay.
If it ends up that Hanari is the best thing of the show, she's going to be coming back, right? Come on, please, please.
She's gonna what?
What?
wants
She's
me to
coming
come back
back,
to the
right?
show.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Please
You
come
need,
back
you need
sometime.
a female here. You
We
need
do,
a girl.
What's a girl? I don't know. Are they nerds too?
For those of you at home that didn't see that, I just flicked Kyle in the nose.
Ow, my nose. There's so much nose for it. All right, and the final agenda I have written here. Please send your naked photos to Noel.
What?
No!
What?
Why?
No.
While we were writing scripts for
We'll
this, that's
post
one of the
them right
things.
here.
No,
No,
we're not
no, don't.
posting naked photos of anyone.
No,
Please don't. That's a
send
total
them.
joke. To please don't send your naked photos
No
to
nudes.
Noel.
No.
If you do, I'm literally just gonna post them on the internet, and I'm gonna make fun of you the whole
Do that.
time.
You're not the guy from revenge porn.
Ugh.
If
Well,
you're
yeah,
underage
don't
and you're
send.
sending nudes, what's wrong with you?
I
Where
don't
are your
know.
parents?
Well, everybody, she's your parents. I'm
your
Kyle.
parents.
That's Noel, and that's our first episode of Maximize Your Nerd. Please join us again next week when we have actual interesting things to talk about. That's not bashing Megacon the whole time.
Later, nerds.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening. Have a good night.
That's like almost like an hour.
That was
worth
an
of-
hour.
worth of material.
We went through 2 Pokemon episodes.
Yeah, that was an hour.
Oh, yo.
You know what? We might have to do an hour show.
Hey,
hour
an
and 1
show
minute.
seems pretty good. An
And
hour
you
and
know
1
what's
minute.
have a lot of
hilarious?
topics
It's
to cover.
just me disappearing.
Every
Yeah.
5 minutes.
We can put pictures over that. I have to go to the bathroom.
Me
While
too,
I'm
hurry
there,
up.
I will change out of the shirt.
No, you can actually have the shirt.
I can?
Yeah, sure.
Are you sure? Because I already had 2 Bobas and I feel bad.
Well, if you're on Maximize Your Nerd more often, you may have to order a shirt.
Okay. I'll be right back. I'll go to the bathroom.
Oh, right. Gotta stop the audacity.